What's up, guys? My name is Jomel,
My name's Jarron Gaddis.
and we are the Wannabe Boo Podcast, bringing you the latest and greatest game and anime news, reviews, and waifus for lifu. Welcome to episode 61.
And even for the third time in the third take, it still does not sound great to
Okay.
say welcome.
Yes, honestly. Okay. There's a little bit of a rundown here, you guys. This is like the third time we tried this opening,
Yeah, fucking Discord's not being happy.
and then my internet is surely not trying to be happy at this point either. That was probably our fault for recording late as fuck on a Sunday night when we're supposed to be having this be done by Monday morning.
I guess. But like
It is, yeah, it's still fucky though.
I don't know why it's so bad though. It shouldn't be this bad. Or it wasn't so right now it probably doesn't sound great, or at least as good as it usually does.
Right.
Um but we're just gonna have to deal with it this episode. Bear with us, please.
Yes. Hopefully you guys don't hate us as you normally do now.
Right.
So, but we're gonna get through this episode, guys. Nice and easy. I was gonna say a joke in my head. Now I don't remember it now.
Something, 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 dark side.
No. Okay. But moving on. How was your week, Jaron? For like the third time, I'm
For the
asking
third
you.
time, for the third time, my week has been okay. It's been like a lot of vacation lag from trying to get back into the swing of work and school, and it's just not been going well.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's kind of like you've been lazying around for a good week, and then you have to get back into the schedule.
Yeah, but I want to continue to laze around.
But if we get some sponsors, we can start lazing around.
Right, right, right,
And we
right.
can talk about those. But it's overall. I mean, what do you think of your vacation, John? Did you at least enjoy seeing my beautiful,
No,
big
your
thick
face
boy?
literally ruined it. I just wanted to die the whole time.
That's unfortunate. I only did see like 3 days out of the four, so
Yeah,
I'm glad I
it's
ruined that vacation for you.
thank you. I do wish I had at least like 2 weeks and I could have sussed that time a lot better.
Honestly, and you could have actually gone to C2E2 too.
Right,
Maybe, or at least just spend more time out here, in general.
right. That would have been fucking nice.
Honestly,
But what can you do? Work and school aren't fucking super flexible, except
true.
around each other.
Yeah, it's true. But then you'll have summer coming up soon, like a month or so.
It's true, but if I have an internship, which I just now reminded myself that I need to apply for,
Oh,
um,
mm, look at that.
um, uh, I, uh, I, what the fuck? I don't even know what I'm saying.
Internship.
Internship, then my summer still won't be very free, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's true. But if you do plan to come back, remember to like get plane tickets a
Right?
good
Yeah. Fuck
few
taking
months in
Greyhound.
advance.
Hey, hey. PSA to anyone needing to travel, unless you absolutely have to, don't fucking take Greyhound. The ride, you already expected to be uncomfortable. It's a fuck. You're sitting down in a bus with cramped with a shit ton of other people for like 12 hours. You expect that not to be great. It's customer service that fucking sucks.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's the worst part about Greyhound. Is that the drivers suck, people in the terminal suck, the goddamn call center sucks. All of it sucks. It's all bad.
Well then.
Granted, the call people did their best. I am not blaming them for like I don't know. I don't know. They fucked me over with my schedule. That's so I'm upset about that.
Wait, coming back or just in general?
Coming back, I was supposed to come back a day earlier,
Right.
but uh, I got to my fucking bus stop at 6 a.m. Called them and like, hey, is my bus gonna be on there on time? It's like, no, it's been delayed till 12:30 p.m. I'm like, all right, cool. I guess I'll go back to my friend's place and take a fucking nap. Fucking wake up from my nap like an hour before my bus is supposed to get there at about 2:30 or whatever. Call them again just to be sure. It's like, hey, is my bus gonna be here at 2:30? No, it was there at 6.
Wait, what?
What? Fucking Nani? What?
Wait, so you were there on time, but you still ended up being late?
Yeah, I was late because they told me the wrong goddamn time.
Oh God. Wait, so how
So
so how do you end up fixing all that?
I called. Well, I demanded that they fucking redo my push back my ticket,
Right.
which they luckily were able to, and I got there. I got back the next day, but I missed work and class.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did they at least take it? Did they at least take it to some consideration?
No,
No.
I don't
No.
give a shit.
Well, I'm talking about. Well, I mean, work and all that.
Oh yeah, they were fine. Work was fine. School
Okay.
doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
But that's just my that's a story for a later day about me not liking my school.
Honestly, that could be a video all on its own.
Honestly. But how about you, Gemma? How was your week? I imagine it was a little bit better than mine.
Oh, I don't, this actually I don't. You know,
Mm.
the only thing about this week is that okay. See, again, the reason why we're filming or recording this so late because like this week felt so long for some goddamn reason. Like I didn't even think it was already 7 days since the last podcast. I'm like, did we record last week? Wait, no, last week was the last recording.
Right.
So this I mean it wasn't like a dreading kind of long, like you kind of feel sometimes where you kind of want the weekend to be there,
Right.
that kind of thing.
Right.
It just dragged for some goddamn reason. I mean, I did work out a lot more this week, so maybe that's why. So the bodily pains are what's making my time
Catching
go
up
by
with you.
slower. Yeah, honestly, I worked out more than I had to this week, and I'm still feeling all that pain. But other than that,
You see
other
that, ladies and gentlemen? That just means don't work out. It's bad for you.
yes, of course, that's the perfect kind of health advice you want to give people out there.
Oh yeah.
No, Jarron, no. But other than that, I finally did my taxes, which is like late as fuck. So I finally
Uh-huh.
filed my taxes for that. So the IRS can fuck off right now
Right. Right.
and
Right.
not hang over my shoulder.
Mhm.
Um, what else? Not much. Honestly, it was a pretty solid week of just work. Oh no, I played a lot of like Division and Destiny. Bad games according
Right.
to
Right. Right.
Duran.
Yeah.
But
Automatically bad because you can't be hot.
oh, and Division, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Duran, can you really be like attractive in a post-apocalyptic kind of scenario?
Yes. Look at anime games that are in post-apocalyptic scenarios. You're still fucking hot and in high school.
But that's exactly the point. Anime games. This Division 2 is a surrealistic game setting, Duran,
Well,
where the
maybe
city
they
of
need to learn. Maybe that's why they're not super popular.
what Division?
Yeah.
Division's super popular.
It's not popular enough.
I mean, it's got its own.
If they had big anime titties, it'd be even more popular.
You know what? A Division styled, MMO light, right?
Yep.
Where they had anime aesthetics.
Yep.
Why doesn't no one make that yet? Or is there
Because
one that I'm not aware of?
I see. Here's the thing. Here's the problem with making an anime game.
An anime
Uh,
S game.
Anime-esque game. There's always a loss in quality when you try to. Yeah, have you noticed that? Like, have you ever like looked around at other anime video games? There's like
Well, because I think it's because we're not used to it being 3D all the time. That's
no,
probably
no, no, no.
why.
That's fine. Like the character models will be fine. It's the world that looks shitty. It
Uh,
looks so generic and crappy all the damn time.
yeah. You're right.
Like
Like,
every one that I can think of. Like for example, God Eater 2, like gameplay characters look fucking amazing. The fucking world looks like ass.
like it's so, or like, what is it, Akiba Strip?
Or Oculus Strip. Fucking love that game to death. Fucking it looks like hot garbage everywhere else.
Like
I don't
you,
understand.
like you're in Akiba, but for some reason Akiba looks like any other like boring neighborhood city.
Right, exactly. I don't know what engine people that make anime video games use.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Unreal?
Uh,
I don't know.
some use Unreal, but even then, that's no excuse for it to be so bad.
Well, okay. So see, the thing. I think the problem is they don't. They probably don't hire. They probably hire, enough to get the character models right, but don't hire enough like
I
background
feel
designers or
like the
something.
character models are the easy part.
I mean, I don't think so. I
How
feel like
hard
that.
is it to pull some anime character from the internet and use it as a body model? Not hard. Look at all the fuck. What are those called? The those
MMDs,
dancing videos.
MMDs,
MMDs. There's billions of them.
right?
For,
Well,
like,
there is copyright, Jarron. There's stuff.
oh, okay, making your own character model, making your own anime character model is, I would argue, is a lot way easier than making a fucking realistic face. For one,
Right. I mean, I did it with that what waifu maker I have.
right? Exactly. It didn't take you fucking 6 years. You had a basic idea. You draw some basic features, and then bam, anime girl, easy peasy, cover girl.
Mm-hmm.
No, making real face is much harder. So no, it's not. The character model itself isn't the hard fucking part. The hard fucking part is, I don't know, visualizing what the goddamn world they're in looks like. Because
Yeah, honestly.
I feel like it's because they're trying to like fight that weird
Contrast, maybe.
the contrast between what the world should look like and what your character looks like. Maybe
I
I don't know.
mean, I don't know. Maybe you think Code Vein would like fix that problem?
Oh, I fucking hope to God it does. Because I'm gonna rub my dick all over that game when it comes out.
Because because now that you mention it, it is honestly noticeable. Because I always like whenever I play those kind of games, like this looks great, but like why do I feel like I'm the only one here, even though there's tons of people here?
Exactly. It's so damn weird. I don't get it. Like, I've been looking at a lot of MMO YouTube channels, and sometimes they talk about anime games. I'm like, yeah, the characters look great, the actions, the movements, all that. The monsters look okay, but then you get to the fucking world itself, and it literally looks like like fucking baby's first generated world. Like what?
It's like they picked out a default world to like just stick up.
Exactly, and then there's just no depth to it. Like, look at the division. Like, yes, it's AAA, sure, but like, let me think of an MMO that's not AAA, isn't Korean, and still does pretty well. Just give me a second.
Okay, because I'm trying to
Uh,
think of something too.
actually, maybe that might be a little
Warframe,
hard. What? Yeah, Warframe. Warframe is not AAA, and it looks fucking fantastic,
and it's free.
and it's free. There's no excuse. If Warframe can do it, you can do it.
Just replace Warframe with like big titty anime girls, and there you go.
Oh, Jomel, that's they already make so much porn of the fucking the Warframes themselves, and they're
Honestly,
literally just
jeez.
like practically featureless robots. Well, you can obviously tell which ones are feminine and masculine, I guess,
Right.
for most of them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's no facial features. There's like some of them have titties, but it's barely. I don't know. People are fucking weird. But
Yeah.
um, I don't know. Warframe fucking got it right. The characters look good. The world looks good. The enemies look good. The guns look good. The particle effects are fucking stupid. Stupid good. And they're not AAA. They just fucking said, "Hey, fuck it. We're gonna make a video game. It's gonna bomb like ass for the first couple years, and then we're gonna make it one of the best growing MMOs in existence while keeping its uniqueness."
Well, there we go. I
And then
mean,
I'm sorry, my boy or girl that shouted us out before, Fantasy Star 2. I took a look at it. Again, characters models look great. I saw some of the clips and stuff. All the actions and stuff look great. Environments don't look great. I don't understand why it's so hard. Someone that knows how to do environment design,
background design or something like that.
background design, something like that for both anime games and regular games hit me up. Tell me what the fuck's going on here. Where's the conspiracy?
I mean, there we go. And if they want to hit you up, then where can they find us, Jarron?
You can find us on Facebook and or Twitter. Just search up WANNABEABOO. You can email us at wannabeaboocast@gmail. And you can listen to us on YouTube under the same name. You can also find us on Google Play, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Listen Notes. Wait, yeah, Listen Notes, uh, and any other place that hosts our RSS feed. God damn, I keep messing that up now.
That's okay. It's okay. You're still on that vacation high, so it's
Yeah, we'll blame it on that.
yeah, it's all good.
Also, because I'm looking at titties on my Facebook, that's probably not helping. But
it's like a lag right there.
yeah.
But I mean, one thing to add before we go into the actual topic of this episode,
Mhm.
I think, I think the only thing that I can probably think of, which is the closest thing I can probably think of with similar aesthetics, and even with the cool world building, is probably Monster Hunter.
Yeah, but it doesn't really have the anime aesthetic. It's not.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
I wouldn't call that an anime aesthetic.
yeah, like that's probably like the closest we get. That's not, not realistic, like, Division or all that stuff, but still kind of fantastical and kind of like
Right.
flashy in a sense, because
Right.
a lot of with a lot of those anime MMO lights are like, it's very flashy with like design as well as like fighting styles and weapons and all that good shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, honestly, I never really put it into words, but yeah, I guess yeah, a lot of those games are honestly like empty as fuck for some goddamn reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what is it? Even Minecraft, I feel like has more has more
I
environmental
mean,
depth.
it does though. That's the thing.
Uh,
It fucking does though, and I don't wanna. I don't like to say that anime games are subpar, but they need to fucking step it up, yo.
yeah, honestly, we need some triple A anime games.
I mean,
Actually,
I
no,
guess what?
no. Okay, I guess it doesn't count. But aesthetically, near
Okay,
Automata.
okay. Nier has beautiful backgrounds. That's
Yeah,
one of the few that captures the anime aesthetic, but looks fucking great.
yeah. Like, it's supposed to be an empty world, but it still felt so filled in, which is ironic in that regard.
Right, exactly. And I don't know.
And those 3,000 plus polygons for 2B's ass.
Right, exactly. I don't know. I just don't get it, Jamal. I just don't get it.
I mean, they probably just don't have enough people working on backgrounds, to be honest.
Maybe
Which is
that's
a
why.
which is a weird thing to not prioritize.
I feel like they should though.
I feel like that's the first thing you should prioritize in a MMO like setting, since
I
you're gonna be
mean,
walking around worlds and all that stuff and
I
exploring
mean, you
different places.
definitely should. That's the whole thing. Like you're supposed to feel like you're in the world. You can if everything looks like polygon bullshit
Yeah, or like empty grass fields and mountains.
and or grass fields with no goddamn grass.
Oh yeah, you mean like a green floor?
Yes. Again, I get that these things are difficult. I will never say that they're not difficult, but like meet meet us somewhere, please. I
Or
just want the
try.
day. I just want the day that we get a AAA anime game.
Honestly, let's hope. I mean, no, I honestly don't think even like was it the Neptunia series really does anything to help that cause either.
Oh, no, it's a victim too.
Yeah, honestly, like one day, draw one day.
One
One
day.
day we'll get that. Maybe, hopefully, it'll be Code Vein, but we'll get to that point eventually.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna play it regardless because of I'm a sucker for Soulsborne games. Speaking of fucking, I didn't get a chance to play Sekiro. I'm gonna buy that probably like after we finish fucking recording.
Okay.
Um, but If you guys aren't playing that, get your dicks out of your ass. Get on it.
I've been hearing a lot of good things about that as well.
I've been hearing bad things. People are fucking pansy.
Well, bad as in like just difficulty, or just bad as in like,
Yeah, the difficulty. I'm like, oh, it's too hard. It's so different from Dark Souls. We can't handle it. Like, shut the fuck up, fucker. You get your shit together. You pull out that stealth dick and you shove it up.
I mean, it's been a while since From Software even came up with anything, right?
Yeah, it's been a while
So
since three
we've
actually.
we've softened up a little bit. Our dicks have softened up. So they gotta get a re hard. They gotta have erect again, Jarron.
Gotta get that Erecta 7.
We've been flaccid for too long.
Yeah, honestly there has been a pretty wide gap since the last D Souls, but I'm glad we got it now.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Oh, not. I honestly keep losing my train of thought. Oh.
Well, while you're finding it, let's jump into our
Actual topic for the
actual
evening.
topic for the day. Sorry we had to shit
Yeah.
on anime MMOs. They just need to step it up.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll get our own snowdrop engine drop of a beautiful MMO.
All right.
Actually, you know what? Just have Nier as like a staple in terms of backgrounds and all that good stuff, and then build upon that. Honestly.
Yeah, and then let Yoko Taro fucking design all the design all the women.
I mean, they'll all be wearing heels. That'll be the grand. Well, that'll be a granted thing.
No, they'll all be thick as shit.
and wearing heels.
Damn right.
There we go. Or just making Nier. Oh, I don't know. They probably wouldn't be able to make Nier into MMO, but again, just build upon that aesthetic.
Well, that's also because Platinum knows how to make a fucking world.
Yeah, that's true. This is
Fucking
true.
Bayonetta's gorgeous as
Actually,
fuck.
Platinum, get on that shit.
Yeah. Platinum, where's that game? What's it called? The Dragon one, remember? That got canceled.
No.
Fuck you, Jomel.
I'm sorry. I'm not. You're the game guy, but between the two of us.
Well.
Yeah, and
Anyway, so for our main topic today,
yeah, nice segue.
you're welcome. Um, uh, as you guys should know, it's about that time, end of this season, end of the what is it, the winter season,
Yeah, winter 2019.
and I've been a bad boy with my anime.
Haha. I am not the only bad. I was not. So it's your time to get shit on, Jarron.
It is my time. My time. Go on, Jamal. Let it out. See what you got. Come on. Fuck me up, fam.
You degenerate. That's that's all you deserve. That's all you ever deserve from me.
Right.
I don't need
okay.
to. I don't need to expend my energy on you. The likes of you. Pathetic.
Yes, I've been a bad boy. I have not finished Promised Neverland. I haven't.
I mean, you still finished a good amount though, to be honest.
I mean, yeah.
Like given the lack of commitment.
Well, I mean, I've been committing with Shield Hero and
As you should.
Mauve and Love War and Minaria Friends and Ueno-san, and that's it.
It's a little good bunch. It's a little handful of animus there.
That is a pretty good handful, but I do again. I mentioned it before. I'm gonna take a second dive into Boogie Pop, and we're gonna talk about that. Jamal, you're gonna do that with me because I'm gonna need help.
Help you decoding all that bullshit.
There's something going on in that show, and I don't know what it is. Those first
Well,
two episodes just did not help me.
all right. Well, I mean, it's done now, so hopefully a binge session could
Right.
solve all that. Actually, no, it's 18 episodes.
Oh, so it's still going. Never
Yeah.
mind. We won't talk
Oh.
about it for a while then. Fuck
Yeah.
you
Goddamn. Okay.
guys.
Yeah. We had to from because what Jerron, you told me that you said you needed to have every episode to be available to even understand anything that's
So-
going on.
I watched the first two episodes, right?
Right.
And the first episode's not going to tell you anything that's going on because it's like 5 different things going on in the first episode that you just don't know because it's all out of context. And then the second episode, I guess technically starts somewhere with explaining stuff, but it doesn't at the same time. So And I remember, I don't know who I was watching. It was either Gigguk or some other like Anna News or something like that. Um, they were saying like Boogie Pop's one of those where you can't just watch it week by week because there's so much offhand shit that happens in every episode that you're gonna forget. So you have to just kind of watch it all at the same time. So that's what I'm gonna do with Boogie Pop.
Hmm. Well, I'll join you in that hellhole once all the episodes are live.
Yeah. But let's fold down this list here. Let's break
Yeah.
them down. Let's break them down
Let's
based on where we at.
yeah, let's dive right in and get on to the
Let's
animes.
just jump into it.
uh,
All right. So first up is the Rising of Shield Hero.
well, technically it's not over yet. We're at its the end of its first core.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of shit has happened to our good old friend Naofumi.
Also, if you haven't noticed, Jomel,
Mm-hmm.
if you're looking at my anime list,
Oh, I think I know what
the
you're gonna, I know. I
the,
think I know what
the
you're gonna
image
say.
card has changed
Yes, to its second core, to
to
its
its
second
sec-
core image. It's
Melty
amazing,
Chan will be joining the party.
and she's a waterbender.
She's a well, I'm pretty
Well,
sure she's magic, but yes,
attunement of water, but still,
yep.
waterbender.
Every badass needs a lolly, and this motherfucker's got 3.
Well,
2.5. Whatever.
Yeah, 2.5. I remember what we said last week. Mentally, she's still like 9, but physically, more like 19. But still,
Yeah, but because mentally 9 bad.
yes. But again, remember one of them is still a chicken, so furry.
It's not though, because
Jarron, there's no in between. The only in between here.
there
The
is
only
a,
in,
there is
the
an
only
in between. That's literally what monster girls are, in betweens.
well, it's either chicken or not.
This chicken has crossed the road into being a monster girl. She has wings. She is mostly humanoid unless she's in chicken form. Then she's a chicken. She's not. It's not even a furry at that point. That's just straight bestiality.
Wait,
All right, and regardless, like she's like a month old. Fuck you guys.
Actually, yeah, she's the lowliest of all of them.
Man, she is the lowly. She's yeah, the lowliest.
But in any case, yes. I mean, especially with the last episode that they gave us,
Mm-hmm.
with that classic, fucking over our main character Kun.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, this one was a little bit better because it's now it's like the tides are turning on
yeah. I mean,
the kingdom, and they're really showing their evil hand.
yeah, and plus Nafu can actually fend himself off now, so he actually has power to
Right.
fend off any bullshit that comes his way.
Right, because now he can pretty much control the rage shield, which is cool.
Yeah, which is, I mean, I'll be honest. When he first was able to start doing it, I was like, oh, okay, I guess he can just do it now. But great, because
I mean,
I always thought that was sort of like that had to be a emotional moment, like every time he used it.
well, I think he still has to channel his rage, but now he's able to focus it now instead of it
Yes.
fucking hurting everybody around him. He can.
Well, Philo still kind of goes berserk.
Yeah,
sometimes,
that. Well, yeah.
because she's
You gotta figure that out, but
Yeah, but at least he can go like dark side and be like, use your anger, young one, and just really channel that into the shield.
right. So I'm thoroughly looking forward to that, and I need Raftala to use more of her fucking magic because she has the dark light shit going on, and she doesn't use it.
Yeah. Well, okay. See, here's an interesting thing. According to our good pal Martrell, who's also been fully endowed with the manga,
Mhm.
in actuality, in the manga, she doesn't actually use a lot of magic. So
Oh,
this is sort of like like her using magic in the anime is actually a lot more than what she's done in the manga in
gotcha.
comparison. So that's why there's a bit of like she does use magic in the anime, but not as much as she has to because it's still trying to be close to the manga in a sense.
I mean, I guess, but still, like she could be doing cool, like, oh, I turn invisible and I appear over here and slash you in the butthole or something like that.
Yeah, she's got that swiftness to her, and it does work with her character type and as well as her fighting style.
Right, but she just doesn't use it, and it's sad.
Yeah.
There's so much potential. But I guess maybe
honestly.
she's just not good at using magic like Naofumi is, because he still hasn't really gotten magic down either.
Yeah, all he's doing is just using it as a shield.
Right.
So, and was it Iron Maiden?
Yeah, whatever the hell that is. Like,
That's a combo move, Jarron. That's what it is. It's a
well, yeah,
wombo combo.
it is a wombo combo. Yeah. So again, I've been watching specific from a channel called Annie News. He does like skip content stuff for certain animes, and dives into the manga and the light novel. Apparently, it's the Raid Shield combo for Iron Maiden is you have to go into Raid Shield, then you have to activate the shield dome. What's it called?
Prison shield.
Prison Shield. Then you have to activate Chain Shield into something. I don't remember what shield he's technically changing it into, but then that's how you activate Iron Maiden. You can't just it's not all in one spell, which is why I
Yeah.
mean he kind of spells it out each time he does it. So
Yeah, because he kind of has to like, I mean, he has to trap them first in the prison shield, and then does the next shield, and then Iron Maiden,
yeah,
and then he gets his cool like berserk armor thing, and does his
yeah.
spiel.
Not that it does anything. Oh, speaking of armor, let's talk about Miss fucking Armor Breaker. What's her name? Claw.
Uh, who?
The woman.
Oh, I mean Glass.
Glass. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I need a little bit more from her character. I mean, granted, I understand she's just supposed to show up now and be like, "Oh, look at me, I'm intimidating. I'm actually the true final boss." But I need it
Right.
more, like,
Oh, like more menacing aura
more
from her.
menacing. She wasn't menacing enough,
True, though. I mean, honestly, I think she was more so just being playful
probably.
in a
But like,
sense.
even that was played down. You know,
Yeah,
she
that's
just kind of
true.
showed up as like, "Ooga booga, I'm evil. I'm gonna fuck you up," and then they ran away.
That's the thing that she's not the only one though
Oh,
of her kind. Because remember when she said that we will be the ones that win the waves. So it's like there's probably more of her kind in the wave place.
mm,
So that's probably like how like in the God hand you have different hand you have different individuals of each God hand. So she's
hmm
like she's that that's the, she Glass is like one of those bad fucker people in the wave world, and
right.
there's probably more of them. So
I am excited to see what the second half of the show brings
yeah,
us.
honestly, there's probably one for each hero. If there's gonna be multiple of them,
I mean,
do
do
four
all the other
four.
heroes ever need one? Like, they're not even important anymore.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like,
I
let's be
mean,
honest.
they did kind of just get swamped and wipe the floor
Like,
from
they
Glass.
got curb stomped. Like, there wasn't even a question.
Yeah, I mean, I
And
kind of
what's
enjoyed it though, but that's just me.
also what's with the? Have you noticed every time the three of them do an attack, they always use the same move?
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, why are they using the same element at the same time? At least switch it up if you're trying to do shit. I don't know.
Right.
I get that's them being a party, you know.
I mean, yeah, but like they shouldn't be that coordinated at all because they shouldn't be working with each other at all because they're, the whole thing with the weapons don't grow when they're in close proximity for some reason.
True. I don't know. I, I mean, that is not. I mean, honestly, that's like a really weird detail that I did notice too. But I guess that's just, what is it? Parallel thinking,
Maybe
maybe.
they're just all stupid.
Yeah. I mean, one's treating you like a game. The other one's, well, I don't know
Being
what the.
manipulated by bitch.
Oh no, I'm not talking about. No, one's the idiot. One thinks it's a game, and I'm talking about Bow Hero. I don't even know what
Uh,
the. I don't know
I
what he thinks of the whole
I feel
thing.
like he's just doing his best. Like I genuinely think Bo Hero's probably like the best one out of all of them, minus Naofumi.
Mm-hmm.
He's just trying his best.
Is he the youngest one out of all of
I,
them?
he seems like it. He's the shortest one at the very least.
Yeah, because two of them are in high school, right? Like Sword
Yeah,
Heroes in high school, Bow Heroes in high school, and then Spear and Naofumi are in college.
yeah,
So
or at least college age. I don't think Naofumi was actually in college.
right, neat status.
Yeah,
So what is it? Still early 20s.
right.
Um, Maybe I don't know. I still don't like. I still don't like Bo Hero's like demeanor. I feel like he's got some weird shit
Well, I think it's
going
because
on.
he's trying really hard. I really want him to be like the crybaby cinnamon roll, and he just kind of went along with everyone just to seem cool.
Oh,
Like
like
he's actually like a huge otaku, but he's like, all right, I got to be cool so that I can be respected and I won't be bullied or anything.
right.
And he's just doing what he can.
Hmm.
That'd
Hopefully,
make me so happy.
hopefully, because I know Marshall hates him to death.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe.
So
Maybe
that's
not
given
then.
me enough context to see to see where Bo Hero will end up in the second half of the series.
Yeah. Oh well.
Well, but so far, first half of Shield Hero is fucking great. If you guys aren't watching it, then you guys should fucking do.
If you're still hung up on the whole fucking, oh, this is a sexist anime because a girl did a bad thing, go
It's
fuck
been
yourself.
12 weeks. Get over. No, but
Uh,
actually, no. It's not even that. It shouldn't even be an issue in the first place. First, it was a Goblin Slayer, and now we have this. So, like, bruh,
I mean, at
chill.
least Goblin Slayer had a real reason. Like, oh, people that didn't know about the manga, like, oh shit, that kind of came out of nowhere.
But still,
I get that, but
but
like,
even with Goblins, they didn't actually show anything. But still, it was heavily implied. Yes.
I mean, it was more than heavily implied. It was it was literally in your face. You just didn't see any dick.
Unless you buy the Blu-ray, but
Yeah. Well, I
no,
mean, yeah.
that's not gonna happen in the Blu-ray. But still,
No, it didn't happen in the manga. That was gonna happen there. I mean, there's
it's a lot more detailed than in light novel. I know that for a
it's a lot more detail in hentai too.
fact. Jarron, everything's detailed in hentai.
You're right.
Like every vein is like. No, because we'll sidetrack a little bit, but the reason why it's even more fucked up in the light novel because a lot of the commentary comes from the goblins themselves. So it
That
gives
I didn't know. What the fuck?
yeah, because apparently I was watching this video of somebody actually reading the novels, and a lot of because the main difference from both the manga and the anime is that you don't get to hear the goblins' thoughts because in the light
Mm,
novels, a lot of dialogue comes from the goblins themselves, which makes a lot of the scenes a lot more horrendous and
mm,
like hard to read as goblins do as goblins do.
right.
So because it kind of puts into perspective that these creatures are still sentient to some degree and are just as
Just
ca-
file.
yeah, honestly. So it makes things a lot more fucked up if you actually read the light novel.
Right.
Actually reading the thoughts of these goblins. So that's a different kind of trip for you, though, if you really want to
Yeah.
get into that. But
Yeah.
you know,
That's if you like if that. But for your light novel readers out there, you already know
honestly,
about it.
yeah. But going on a little bit since this is only the first fucking one. Goddamn.
Yeah. Well, we also have to talk about slime because that ended.
Oh yeah, that did end. That was a two course. The second quarter that finally ended.
Yeah.
Well, technically, it
I
ended earlier.
Yeah, it did. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little disappointed.
I was thinking the same, just because everything kind of just plateaued at a certain point.
Yeah, it just I was all in. I was like, yeah, we're making the city, we're making the town, we're fighting the we're meeting friends, we're doing shit, and then he went to the other city. I'm like, all right, this is fine. He's raising them, and then just kind of, oh, now okay, we're just gonna do it. All right, fine, all right, sure, I guess we're just gonna save their lives, no repercussions. I guess we're gonna open up a plot point in the future with the girl that looks like the previous hero.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the future of her spirit entering her, some bullshit like that. We're just not going to talk about it.
Until 2020, but
Yeah, well,
which is
we're
they
not-
confirmed season two. So just,
yeah.
if you guys didn't know yet,
Damn near
slime
everything has been confirmed season 2 except for
it's like
fucking No Game
no
Life.
life. God damn it. Ah, what was that Bones Studio Bones? Did they do
Yeah,
that?
I think so.
Come on, Bones. What the fuck are you doing? Give us
It
a
might,
season two.
it
Rub our
might have
dicks
been
on it.
it might have been Madhouse. I don't know.
Might have been. It sounds like it would have been Madhouse. But other than that, yes. Slime is gonna be ready slated for season two for 2020. But yeah, I had to agree because it was no, honestly, yeah. Up until when he started teaching, that's when it like kind of like not just plateau, but even kind of like sloped down for me a little bit
Yeah.
because there wasn't anything for me to look forward to for the next week. You know?
Right. They really. Yeah. That's exactly right. It just wasn't nothing. It wasn't exciting anymore. Like you
Yeah.
didn't really. I mean, maybe you cared about the kids, but I'll be honest, I didn't give a shit about them.
I mean, they did give us like what 2 episodes to like get established in a
Yeah.
sense. So, but still though, yeah, I, it's prob. I felt like it was kind of rushed, but at the same time, it wasn't rushed at all. Like it was. It's like they tried to put in so much, but they slowed everything down at the same time.
Yeah. That was not something to like just walk through. That should have just been, all right, kids, done, next thing.
Because we
Let's
nearly,
move on.
because we essentially lost the entire party and got a new party, but did nothing to it.
Right.
And
And that we
essentially,
just didn't care about.
yeah, up until the last few episodes where we were told to care about them. You
Right.
know. But see, I'm hoping they kind of bring that excitement back in season 2.
Oh no, they will. He's edgy now. Remember.
I hope so. That poster looked pretty good. You know, he's got his black cape and all that shit back, and sitting on a throne and all that good stuff. I hope he becomes edgy.
Right. Also,
Or
speaking of edgy. Oh,
yeah.
sorry, go on.
No. Go ahead.
I was gonna do a transition for you.
Oh
Are you ready?
yes.
The boy in black got his fucking black jacket back and his two swords. Kirito.
Oh yes. Sao. Yes, of course. Now I'll admit, I was fanboying a little bit
Yeah.
because out of the few, out of the few people in the community, I'm one of those people that actually look forward to any Sao releases. And before we get into SEO itself, it is confirmed that the third core of the Alicization arc will be premiering in the fall season this year in
Jesus
October.
fucking Christ.
Because they left us in a big fucking cliffhanger. Like, okay, shit's going down, but it's the last episode. I'm like, what? What is this? You left us with literally guns blazing, Kirito dying for the 5th fucking time in a game, and and nothing. And then I saw there was an announcement that the third core, Alicization War of Underworld, will be premiering on October, so fall 2019. So it's not bad. I can wait a season. You know, I had some good Sao into me for 24 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So
Just gotta hold your dick while you wait.
yeah, honestly, um,
It is up to you to keep your erection strong.
exactly. But if you want my opinion on this, so far, Sao Alicization. Personally, this is probably my favorite arc. Out of the last 3, 4.
There were only 4.
Well, I mean, because I'm counting the movie too technically, so that's why.
Yeah, the titty movie.
Well, 5 seconds of titties movie, yes, because there was Ironcrad, Fairyland, GGO, then there is Ordinal Scale, and then Alicization. Yeah, so
That's
this is
true.
the 5th one. So Alicization is like the 5th arc of the whole series. So far,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, if I had to rank them, I'd probably go with Alicization, then Ironcrad, and then everything else. Well, then GGO, third.
You mean alternative?
Well, we're talking about like a good SAO anime. Then
No.
then we have to go
We're
with.
talking about alternative.
I mean, if you want to rank those, I can go alternative, then Alicization, then Ancrad.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going with that. Only because it's a different writer, so I did like a different perspective on the whole world.
A better perspective.
Again, it's like we already talked about it some weeks ago. Kirito is just a normal dude.
He is too normal of a dude. No. I finally know why I don't like him.
Why?
He's so normal, but he's also a nerd.
So
Think about it.
so he's a normal guy. He's a normal guy then. At that point,
He's just no. He's like
he's a normal.
He's too cool to be a nerd, or
Gerard,
he's like
you don't-
too
do you know
cool.
how-
He's just
Do you know how much of an oxymoron that sounds?
yeah, exactly. It's fucking weird. He's like it's because of that. It's trying too hard.
But it's not though.
It is. People already understand. Like he's super.
He rides a motorcycle. He's got a girlfriend.
Yeah,
he's also a
that's-
top player. He's also a top
Yeah.
game player. You
And
think
he's
can't
like
have
he
all
makes
that?
soft software and he creates fucking
Yeah, he's a
shit
dude
like
that
that.
wants to live. He's a dude that wants to make games and
He's a
work with government
fucking. He
officials.
doesn't exist. That's the problem.
Well, that's the point, though.
I mean,
He
that is
doesn't
the point.
exist.
You're right.
So I don't know why people. I don't know why you would have to be.
He's unbelievable.
Well, again, he doesn't exist.
Well, yeah, but neither does fucking Mia from Mon Musume, but I still want her to exist. Actually, that'd be fucking terrifying to actually meet someone with a tail butt or a snake butt.
I mean, snakes are really soft though, so it's not that. It wouldn't be
Yeah,
that
but
bad.
if it's huge,
You mean the whole like mind going chaos mode or something? Just that
yeah,
idea?
yeah.
Maybe. You probably get over the tail after like a month or so.
Oh yeah, Dave. I'd give it a day.
A day, really? Okay.
Yeah. You just spent a day with her? Yeah, yeah, okay.
Well, if you know part of that day is you won't be unconscious of her strangling you because natural grip strength of a
Oh
snake.
no, yeah, she would fucking kill you immediately. Like there's no shit from him where it's like, oh, he wrapped me up. Oh, she's got her tail around my neck. Oh no, I'm gonna have some neck pain. No, you died. You're literally dead.
But anyway, what is that all you have to say for Alicization?
Yeah. Also, purple titty elf. What's going on with that?
What administrator? What about
Yeah.
her? She's an
Uh,
ass. That's it.
she's an ass.
She's like god. Well, she's like god of the world, and she doesn't necessarily care about clothing nor about her body parts
I
like being
guess.
used as weapons, and essentially getting raped by a little goblin.
Is that what happened?
No, but that was he was essentially like groping her at that point, but then kind of got engulfed with the flames of lust, and boom.
Okay. I guess.
Point is, you have a defective god that lived too long than it had to be, that had all access to every fucking. She essentially had the command. Was it the command prompt at her
Uh-huh.
fingertips,
Yeah.
as well as every code listed in the fucking game.
Right.
So mad that kind of goes to mad power, and bad things happen.
Right. And
And
then Kirito said, "Hey, I'm edgy and I win."
I mean, it was a little bit much having like retconning his fuking outfit, but I liked it. I was wondering when they're gonna pull his double sword shit again. Like they did like his because Yujo's sword is essentially a perfect match.
Right.
So I didn't know when they were gonna do that until he finally got the bonds of friendship to actually do it. So
Right. Right. That's how it works.
I mean that's how it works in a lot of these shows, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that's just anime for you.
Yeah, that's true. But so far, I'm excited for third core. If you're a fan of SEO like I am, Alicization is probably not something you should skip out on. You get you get more good content from our good old people from A1 Pictures, and you'll be happy to know that there'll be more coming. Oh, also one more thing.
Yes.
A1 has also stepped up the animation game as well for SEO, just because Alicization resembles a lot of the movie animation of the movie animation, which is I'm glad to know they're spending more time, and like because a lot of it they did was like focusing on a lot of movement, so like the sword battles and all the other boss battles and all that stuff, the rape
Movement is
scenes
the
and
most.
all that.
Well, yeah.
Especially the faces. They also did a lot more focus on the faces as well, like motion essentially, like with the eyes, the screaming,
and the rape. Right. Yeah.
Uh, the only thing. So again, the only thing is my only fear about SEO as a story is the future of it with its writer. That's it. We talked about this in a hot take on our Patreon, which you guys should follow, by the way.
Yeah.
If you can, dollar or not, but we still would like to your support, guys, in any way possible. But I remember we talked about how like the writer of SEO is gonna start writing more what's progressively because he's listening to the loud minority of the Western audience.
Yeah.
Now,
Actually,
granted,
more news about that.
Oh,
Or I
really?
guess an extent, not specifically that, but one of the lead designers from fuck, what is it? Whoever makes the Senran Kagura games,
Oh, okay.
the man that was behind the titties, he's stepping down because he's getting tired of all the people fucking complaining about the objectification.
Honestly, god damn.
Yeah, it's getting sad.
Mm,
getting real sad.
Honestly, we need more Yoko Taros out there.
We need everybody to be Yoko Taro.
Just start wearing your fucking character on your head and say, I like titties and I like heels.
Exactly.
You know? And it can work both ways too. I like dick and I like muscles.
Dude, if you wanna, if you like JoJo, do what you gotta do. That's perfectly fine.
I mean,
you don't see anybody. You will never see a man say, "Oh yeah, men don't look like that." Well, okay, look, it's a double standard. Women are typically more what's the word?
Focused on
and objectified than men are, definitely. But like fucking JoJo's ridiculous. They are literally slabs. Have you seen Baki the Grappler? He doesn't have a neck. That man is neckless.
Have you seen Ballroom Yokozo? They have all the necks.
They are literally just a neck with arms and legs. Like fantasy is not representative of real life. It will borrow from real life, but it does not. It is only a one-way street. It does not come back unless it's being celebrated in some way, like cosplay or some shit. But like, come on now.
I mean, have you seen Yakuza 0?
Fucking yeah, I've seen fucking Yakuza. You know what I want to do? I want to put on a fucking business suit with a rainbow-colored ass fucking undershirt and go skating, singing with my bros. Hell yeah.
We need more of those guys. That's what we need.
We need people that are free spirits and don't give a shit.
Honestly, wasn't there also another director out there that was also just like they were gonna do their own thing and not worry about what anyone else thought because that's what their vision is.
I don't remember. Fucking Kojima.
Oh yeah.
Kojima doesn't give a fuck. Oh
Bless
right, there's a girl that she's constantly in a bikini because she has to breathe through her skin. Yeah, no bullshit. We know why she's there.
I mean, bless her heart for giving an explanation, but still,
right?
Kojima can do Kojima shit. That's
right.
the point.
And he will once that baby game comes out. It's over.
The baby game. I knew exactly what you were talking about the moment you said that, and Kojima in the context. Oh, you're fucking right. You were fucking right.
I mean, I'm just saying that's what it is. It's the baby game.
That'll probably be the only thing good that's gonna come out of E3 this year. The baby game. Literally Kojima's baby.
Yep, his first single parent baby.
Oh god, he made it himself out of his fucking creative mind of his.
That's why it looks a little inbred.
Speaking of inbred and children, The Promised Neverland.
Is that a way to fucking?
I don't know what inbred, but children, yes. This is a way for me to transition, Jarron. You're not giving me much choice here.
You're right. Go on.
So far, Promised Neverland. Before we go on here, they have been confirmed a season 2 announcement for 2020. Psyched about that because of how the last episode has ended and cliffhang for me, literally.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I have not caught up with that, so.
Yeah, so I will do my best right now to give it spoiler. I mean, there's not a lot I can say that'll give it much away. All I can say is that it's still, even though it was the last episode and they were able to complete a lot of the things they were able to do, it was still like 15 steps ahead of my fucking brain when I was trying to figure it out.
Okay, good. They're still surprising you.
They're still surprised. They've been. This is probably the only anime I know that's been surprising me every fucking episode, which is honestly a joy. It's been a joy because every episode has always left me with something like wanting to know what can happen and thinking of every other scenario how it will happen. And I've been wrong every episode, honestly.
Good.
So, there is a big ass reveal in the end, about some characters. Oh, Jarron, I will be happy to say that remember your little things about your little what is it your instincts with Phil.
No, no, Phil is not that boy. I was kidding. No, Phil's so fucking. He's the
Just
man. He was on the inside the whole time.
just
I knew
know
it.
just know that there's a reason why you saw Phil a bunch of times.
Oh, I'm sure. I know. He was one of the demons, wasn't he?
I'm not gonna say anything else at this point
Fucking
because
Phil.
uh
Fuck me. Wow. Okay. I'm happy about that.
yeah, because I was like, because you said you're on episode 10, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, so you haven't even seen that yet. Yeah, because again, episode 11 left me off. Episode 11 hit me with Phil. That's why the last thing we
Okay.
saw in episode 11 was Phil.
So I have something to look forward to for that episode then.
Yeah, but overall, um, Promise Neverland. It kept hitting me with a bunch of surprises. The entire anime, it's slated as a horror anime, but not in a sense where it's scary, but more of a sense where everything is tense, and you kind of feel the kind of tension from the characters. As they're trying to, come up with a plan to escape, but everything around them keeps getting in the way, being 15 steps ahead of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, I mean, John, what do you think of it? Even though you've seen, I mean, you can see the majority of it. It's 10
I mean, yeah, it's a
episodes.
vast majority of it. It's a fucking one of the. It's a fucking great ass anime. Like it's legit. Like when I first saw it, I was like, well, okay. When I saw the description of it, I'll say I didn't think much of it. Obviously, the first episode said otherwise,
Right.
but it's just it was so underplayed in its description that it was almost criminal.
Right. Like this was like one of those sleeper hits of the season.
Well, I mean, not, and it's not even really a sleeper hit anymore. It's one of the
Oh, yeah.
top three of the season,
Well, the
maybe
thing.
top.
Well, it's a sleeper if it's sleeper to those like who slept on it, because again, remember when like way back at the
Yeah, I
beginning,
guess.
even I admitted that I was gonna sleep on this until you convinced me to watch that first
Yeah.
episode.
Hmm.
And I did this. I had other friends that did the same. They were sleeping on it. And I was like, no, watch that first episode, and then that'll either make it or break it for you. And they've all
Hmm.
essentially finished it at this point.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But yeah, it's really good. If you haven't started watching it yet,
Hmm.
The Promised Neverland, for all you newbies out there, if you're still listening, that is one to fucking watch.
And it's not too complicated either. It's actually it's a pretty good. Even if you're just starting out, that's a good one to sink your teeth
Yeah,
into.
it's a good introduction to drama and stuff.
Yeah, honestly, Cloverworks did a really good job with this. I like a lot again, like a lot of the stuff they did that they concentrated on were facial expressions and just
Hmm.
overall emotion, which translates really well, and you can really really sense the tension between all the characters when shit goes wrong or when shit happens.
Right.
So definitely check out Yakusoku no Neverland or The Promised Neverland.
Yes. Fuck.
Um, you gonna go with Mob
What are
Psycho
we through
2?
two? What do we get through? Two animes that are actually on this fucking list.
Yes.
So yeah, I want to talk about Mob Psycho 100 again, Jamal. I understand you didn't like it, but like,
And
it's
I still have
touching
to
me in
do
places.
I still have to like watch that was it the first season from episode 6 on, you said, or something like
Yeah,
that.
because that's when the actual plot kicks in. But it's almost a shame to do that because the whole point of the show is like the first half of the anime is like, oh, this is Mob. This is how he feels about stuff.
Like just set up.
It's pretty much just character setup, and then based on everything he's learned in those episodes, it comes to fruition in those last six. It gives them extra meaning. And the
Mhm.
same thing happened in season two, where the first half it was just literal character arc building, and then all that comes to fruition in the last few episodes
I see.
when actual plot starts. And it's just so fucking. Again, Jomo, I can't. I don't want to keep telling you about it because I don't want to, JoJo's you out. Um,
I know you know the feeling of being JoJo'd
exactly.
out.
I just say I can only say at least watch all of the first season. I mean, I don't. I know I said skip to the sixth season, but sixth episode, but it's not doing it justice. I
Okay.
know the art style's not the
Well, I mean,
prettiest.
it's. I mean, it's very One Punch Man less. That's not only a problem. It just it was very slow, like very like it almost felt filler in a sense. Those first 3 episodes. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's kind of on purpose.
So I mean, at least I know the context behind it, so I can at least try to push through that.
Yeah, I can promise you won't regret it unless you do, but I don't think you will.
I'll take your word for that then.
And that same goes to anyone out there. Uh, Mob Psycho 100 is a great show to watch. If you really enjoyed One Punch Man, you like an interesting art style, that's one for you. Also, it's not done yet. The last episode comes out
Next week or this?
tomorrow.
Yeah. So this coming when this podcast comes out.
hmm And then my favorite anime of the season, even trumping fucking Shield Hero, fucking Kaguya-sama, Love is War. Oh, this is such a good show.
This is such a,
Oh
this
my god.
I think this series probably what is it excreted all the memes for this season. That's probably the only series where any memes came out of the season.
You know what? You're right. Outside of Raftalia being waifu of the season,
Mm-hmm.
literally Love of Zor created all the memes.
Honestly,
It's fucking crazy.
like this anime was solely responsible for all the anime memes for like the past 12 weeks. It's
For the
fucking great.
literally entire season. Yeah, literally entire season. And likely beyond until we get a new meme.
Yeah, which next week we'll talk about those in
Right.
more detail. But yeah, definitely. Again, well, again, Duran, I want you to spill your heart out because again, I read the manga already, so I already knew
Right.
the story going on. But again, my experience is different than yours.
Right.
So as a first comer of the series,
I'd say the manga's inferior to the anime for this one. Specifically because of the narrator.
yeah,
Look, you can say whatever you want, like, oh, there's more detail in the manga. Narrator. He made half the show, and then just they're so fucking cute, Jomel. They're so cute. Like at first, when it was like, oh yeah, they're battling to make each other say I love you. Like,
yeah.
oh yeah, that's hilarious. That's a new concept I haven't seen. And then it literally just boiled down to no, they're just fucking regular kids. They don't know how to confess to each other. I'm like, fuck me up. Put it in me. I love it. I fucking love it. And then fucking Chaika, my girl, my homegirl, the homegirl of the season.
Probably the
She's so
smartest one out of all of them.
literally, I like. No, by the end, you can tell. No, she's just an idiot. She's just clever. She's just surprisingly clever in certain situations. But no, she's
Yeah.
stupid. But it's fucking. She's easily my favorite character in the whole show. But they're Kaguya and fucking main character Chan. I don't remember his name. Shirogane are so damn cute.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, it's hilarious how even Shirogane only concern has been the same every episode about what is it, just being called cute
yeah,
in a pitiful way.
yeah, but like, and literally, men are that simple.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Like that's the one. Even though it's the same thing, that's the one thing that we'll get hung up on.
Right. If you haven't watched Love is War, and you need a good comedy, romance, whatever. It's easily my favorite rom-com right now. Actually, period. I'm making a statement right here.
Oh, on record.
One of people fans on record. Kaguya-sama Love is War is my favorite romance comedy anime.
And you also can't beat that opening too.
You cannot beat that opening. Oh my god. Love is war, love is war, love is war.
You might as well do a cover of that, John, as a video. It's like,
right, you're fucking right. As I fucking mumble through the rest of it.
go in full Japanese, just like,
Stonakiwaka.
And yeah, get that jazzy tone going on too. Because they can't tell it's fake Japanese. It's you can call it jazz or creative freedom.
Right. That's exactly what it'll be. Fucking trashy. That's what the freedom is. Freedom to be thrown away.
But as my thoughts about it, yes, I have to agree with you in the first thing you said. The manga, it has no comparison over the anime, just because audio is such a beautiful thing. It adds so much to like as to many layers. Even though the story I'm familiar with,
Right.
there was just because you can feel the emotion, you can feel the satire, you can feel the fucking like
You can. The meme literally jumps into your brain through your ears. It's impossible.
you can yeah, exactly, you can feel, you can hear them, you can taste the meme like right there, like oh man, like what is it, I raised that boy.
Yeah, that was the fucking funniest shit when I saw it. I fucking raised that boy. It's like,
Like
oh,
this is one of those rom-coms that like kind of harks back to like older rom-coms back in the day, because like
so.
the last time I can think of, I watched a rom-com similar to like this kind of comedy, as well as like active like character participation, would probably be Hayato no Gotoku, and that was like back in 2010. So like
Yeah, that's a good
9
point.
years, 9 years ago. Because even with Hayato no Gotoku, they had like a sassy narrator, quirky characters up the ass, and you know, I mean, granted, Hayato no Gotoku kind of went all over the place when it came to story, but
Yeah.
everything kind of like it went crazy because what they were doing were like crazy shenanigans. But with the Love is War, it's crazy shenanigans that revolve around the student council, especially the president and the vice president.
Right.
So
It's
I,
just,
I I haven't had any kind of like, I haven't had this kind of like combination of a rom com and character interactions in so long, and I'm happy that this became anime, and I'm happy that it essentially exceeded the manga.
I need a
So
season 2. It's not gonna happen, but I need it.
yeah, you know, maybe an OVA. To be honest,
At
this
least
point.
an OVA. Give me a movie. Give me something. Give me just. I just need a little. I need that second taste in my butthole. I just need it.
Just get a whole OVA of just a narrator narrating the whole episode.
Sonatori desu ka? Like,
Love is war. You know, just have him do an entire episode, and that's fucking it.
so damn good.
But Kaguya-sama Love is War, 10 out of 10 would kawaii my heart out again.
Oh yeah, easily. Next up we got is Dororororororo, which I haven't watched
Now I'll
at
be honest.
all. I've watched like maybe like
Well, it's still going
4
technically. It's
episodes.
24
Yeah.
episodes.
Right.
So, I mean, what I can say right now, it is interesting. It's like right now it's following the basic format of like Demon of the Week, you know, because you know every week he tries to get a different get one of his body parts back.
Also, spoiler alert: Dororo is actually a girl.
Yes, actually, a lot of people got that from the episode 1 apparently.
Really?
Because I was reading the comments about that too, and I was like, yeah, I kind of knew already.
Like, no, you fucking didn't. We all thought he was a trap. Don't fucking start with me.
I mean, who thinks about that for a little boy?
Literally everybody. Quite literally everybody. It's like, oh yeah. If you can think about it you can think of it for a high school boy, you can definitely assume it for a fucking child.
I guess, but also apparently because Dororo is also like essentially a remaster or remake of the old 60s or 70s version of it,
Yeah.
and the manga as well. So if you're familiar with the work, you should already know
if
that.
you're fucking 65 years old and you fucking read the manga back in the day, I'm actually the hipsteriest of all the hipsters.
Dororo's actually a girl.
According to page 3 of volume 70. Fuck you.
But yeah, but I'll be honest too. I kind of I had my doubts too. It was like Dororo. I mean, he seemed very. I don't know. I just felt girl vibes for some reason.
I did not at all. I was like, oh, he's just a effeminate looking boy. I'm like, all right, sure, we've seen this before. Moving on.
The usual, but no, yeah, Dororo's a girl, which I guess, in the context of things, I guess it makes a little bit of sense because even when you went, well, I don't know how far you are,
I like it.
It's
Like
like
I said,
first like
last thing I remember, they killed that one bitch in the village at the beginning. The one demon that was killing travelers,
okay, well,
and that big headed dude was trying to protect people.
right. Okay, so that's still pretty long. But okay, but as I was saying, in the context of things, it sort of makes some sense because there was an episode where like prostitution was introduced as a story plot line,
Hmm.
and Dororo mentioned how that was the only thing that his mother wouldn't do in terms of making money,
Hmm.
because reasons
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
If you're traveling with your child and all that stuff, and that made some sense, you don't like it made if it was a boy, you wouldn't want your mother to, you want to see your mother in that kind of way. But in the context of knowing the daughter was a girl, would be I guess her mother wouldn't want her to like
To do that.
go that as a desperate level of measure.
Right.
But like even still though, even Dororo admit that even the character that was doing the prostitution thing, she was still able to survive, and her mother didn't. So there's a trade off to that, but Dororo understood the context, everything.
Hey, Jomel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sidetrack you real quick. So, fucking, it's April 1st now, as of now, when we're recording it at 1 a.m.
Oh right, of course. Oh yeah.
And I just want to say, I've seen a lot of clips of No Game No Life season 2. I've seen some pretty good images. We'll post them on the Facebook later on.
Yeah. Well,
Be prepared for that.
I don't think we should be telling them this if you want it to be a joke, Jarron.
Well, the joke is that it's not a joke.
Wait.
What?
What? What do you mean
What?
it's not a joke?
It's not a joke. That's
Hold
the
on.
joke. It's a reverse one, which is pretty intuitive.
So is it a joke that there's no season 2?
It's the joke. The original joke is that there's never going to be a season 2.
Right.
And on April 1st, the
Mm.
joke is now that there is a season 2. I mean, but it's
Okay.
not a joke because it is. That's the joke. It's joking the joke, I guess.
Oh God, that's like 3 tiers joke level right there.
Yeah, it's resolving the joke where it actually comes out on the time where most people would say that it's not.
Are we getting a season 2 or not?
Yes, we are getting a season 2.
Wait, we are?
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Oh shit.
Here, I'm trying to scroll through and try to find where I fucking saw it.
You know what? Okay,
But there's
yeah.
so many fucking titties on my goddamn Facebook.
If one of those were jokes.
Jeez, right? Jesus
But
Christ, I literally can't fucking find. All right, I'll post it later. I'll find it. At
yeah.
some point.
Well, you know what's not a joke? Incest. Is that a good segue, Jaron? Was that a good segue?
I don't know. What
Oh,
are we?
Domestic girlfriend. That's
Oh,
what
okay.
that's
Gotcha.
where I'm going with that.
Gotcha. All right. I gotcha.
Well, technically it's not incest because they're not related, but
You broke me for a second. I know what was happening.
incest. But they're not related, so it doesn't count, Jaron. Irumanga sensei. But yes, domestic nakanojo or domestic girlfriend, as most of you know. You haven't watched it yet, have you?
No,
Wait, no,
but you and another
you're-
friend of mine have been hyping it up, so I'm gonna have to jump into the Spoopville.
I mean, it's not that spooky. It's a good drama, though. It's a really good. We're not talking like Scum's Wish or even
I know,
like
but
Koida Uso.
it's my heart is still bitch mode.
I can understand though. I can understand the sentiment behind the spookiness of drama school romances. Because, okay, but before I segue even more, Domestic Girlfriend, without spoiling anything too much for Duran's sake, it's definitely a good anime for the story itself. As you know, you got main character Kun that suddenly has 2 stepsisters, one being his teacher and one being the person he slept with for the first time that lost his virginity. And the fucker that goes along with all that good stuff.
Yeah.
In addition to him having a longtime crush with his teacher, which is now his new sister. So you can only imagine what
And
goes
she's
on.
a slut.
No, she's not really a slut. Okay, point. Well, they okay. So how do I even organize my thoughts for this?
I'm just kidding.
Domestic,
I don't. Like I said, I don't. I just heard rumors.
because okay, so domestic. I mean, domestic girlfriend essentially just follows, our good boy Natsuo's fuckery with having to deal with his unrequited love with his teacher, newly made sister, and also with the confusion of being a young boy in his teens. So,
Yeah, fun.
we get introduced to a lot of different new characters as well. Unfortunately, though, at a certain point, the other two girls in the series do kind of drop off in terms of story wise.
Oh, I'm sure.
Only because in the anime, at least, they did concentrate mostly on the sisters Rui and Hina.
Looking at you, a kiss exes.
They're not related, so it doesn't count. Wrong.
They're not related in kiss exes either.
Exactly. That's my defense with that too.
Yeah, but he chose. Well, I don't know who he went after the teacher in the end, so it doesn't matter.
But then have you read past that?
No, I haven't read it at all.
Oh, okay. Because P Girl is starting to get back into the mix.
Oh yeah, right. Remember we talked about it, P girl. Yeah. So then
Yeah.
he chose best girl, and then he chose even better girl. Not because she pees, because she's got big titties and glasses.
Oh, because she pees. Come on, Jarron.
No, yeah, right. You're right.
But going back to domestic girlfriend, so as you know, I'm an avid manga reader because you gotta read the manga before watching the anime. Jerome.
Oh my, motion there you do.
The manga and the anime is actually quite different in this case.
Really?
Well, one of the big differences you don't see tits in the anime, so if you
No.
because the manga is considered a graphic novel, a graphic manga, so there's more showing during certain scenes, and there's a lot more that goes on when it comes to the sexy times with our homeboy Natsuo.
I might have to read the manga then.
I will say this though, the manga is a lot juicier when it comes to drama, so I don't know if you can take it. That's a thing. Because the anime version is actually a lot more tame, just because they concentrated more so on the sisters. In the manga, they kind of give more depth to the other characters as well. So you got a 5-way going on here in this case, and included with the drama with the sisters and the teacher. And in the manga, to be honest with you, in the manga, the teacher Hina, she's a lot more of a bitch in the manga for some goddamn reason. Because I was with the way the anime was progressing, I was a lot surprised that she was really tamed in the series. Like, she was actually likable. Like, I didn't like her in the beginning in the manga because she was like, oh man, it's like she's wishy-washy. She thinks she's doing the right thing, but like Natsu is like, I like you, but Hino's like, no, but age, and then she's like, oh, but I actually like my ex because I used to like him and I was also a high schooler and all that drama bullshit. And then you have the girl Momo, like I cut myself because I'm lonely, and I'm like,
Spooky. You're making me not want to watch it now.
No, there's a watch the anime. No, again, I'm reading. I was talking about in terms of the manga. That's the manga. Okay. Watch the anime. If you want less drama, watch the anime.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's pretty good in drama. There's a lot of high tension moments. I did mention this last time before. Natsuo is actually one of those kind of characters where you kind of feel for him. You don't actually get annoyed when it comes to like these kind of like harem-esque kind of characters.
Oh, he's not one of those like, oh no, I saw you. Oh no, you're in your bathtub. I can't see this.
No, well, actually, for one thing, the only person that he's ever like done the stuff in the bath was his sister Rui. But she's like, you already see me naked, so there's no point.
Right,
he's like, true. Shit.
You're right.
But he still gets flustered. He's a normal kid. He's a normal teenager that.
I'm not saying don't get flustered. I'm saying don't make it like, oh fuck, I'm
Yeah.
That kind of shit.
He's a reasonable guy. He's a reasonable kid that wants to be a novelist. So.
All right. Fucking.
I'm just saying, like, it's a lot. The drama in the anime is a lot more tame. It's a lot more. It's also a lot more linear too, because you're only gonna be going between the two sisters,
right.
Just like how the opening kind of perceives it to be.
Mm-hmm.
The ending of it, it was actually quite abrupt, but it worked to what it was trying to do. Really, I can't remember. I can't remember when that happened in the manga, but it did clean up everything quite nicely. Even left a little bit something at the end.
To give you a little taste.
I mean, it's not even hinting in a season 2, but the way it ended, it kind of makes you want to read the manga now. So I
God.
definitely would want to recommend this series because if you want a little bit of a lighthearted romance drama where it's not so heavy like Scum's Wish or Koido Uso or good stuff like that, you have your basic kind of like romance drama with like a little bit of spiciness. Domestic Girlfriend is gonna be one of your watches you should be going after. 12 episodes is done right now. You can catch it on Crunchyroll too. So if you have that, obviously jump right in there and hopefully you're not as spooked like Jarron.
Yeah, well, I'm just a little bitch, so don't worry about me.
Yeah, it's okay. Jarron will eventually cope with that.
Maybe, probably not. I feel like I'm becoming more of a bitch as
With
time goes on.
dramas.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Was it Clannad? Yeah, Clannad was the one that like ruined
Clannad
you.
was the first offender.
The first of many.
Yeah.
And her voice, and Nagiso's voice actor is gonna be at ASIN this year, and I'm gonna have her sign my dango. Oh, it's gonna be all like a little tiny heartbreak in my hand.
Yeah. It's true.
You think it'd be too much if I asked her to sing the dango song?
Everyone's gonna ask her to fucking sing the Dongo song, Jomel.
That's true. That's absolutely true. But
Like, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a sing along.
yeah, I'll record a video of that so you can have your heart just kind of burst out of nostalgia and fucking trauma.
Right.
I like to be honest, even the soundtrack gets to me nowadays too.
Oh, I'm sure it's fucking good, but it's spook.
But you know what's not spooky though?
Uh,
Quintuplets.
you're right. That anime is not spooky at all. I haven't finished it yet either.
Mm.
But it's extremely simple. Though it's from what I hear, it's very different from the manga.
Oh really?
Well, not very, very different, but like it's
Like story wise or like
the way the romance is being like I guess led is different in the manga because I guess it's more ubiquitous
in the manga or the anime?
the manga
Okay.
because it's
Well,
still kind of up in the air who he might go for, but
I
in the anime they kind of railroad it into one.
no, I honestly think there's still some ambiguity in the
Is
anime.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Only because like there's okay. For one thing, this who do you think, Jerron? Who do you think it is? Because I have
I
my
mean,
own
I
reasons and why.
I mean, again, I haven't finished it, so I'm thinking it's gonna
Only
be Miku because they're making it pretty obvious, but I
really.
feel like it's gonna be what's her face, the main character girl,
Oh, it's Itsuki.
Itsuki. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm happily gonna say that I think it's Miku too,
Mm-hmm.
for a myriad of different reasons. One thing. Okay, did you at least watch the episode where he was looking at a picture, when he was looking at the old picture of himself?
Yeah.
Okay, so remember? Okay, so you know how all five of them had the same basic hairstyle when they were kids, because
Yeah.
reasons.
Yeah.
And now, out of the five of them, Miku was the only one that kept that same relatively the same hairstyle, long, draped over her face in a sense, and also essentially a little bit the same color as well.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why she did that is because she probably wants to find the guy, in when they met years ago. So she wants him to recognize him out of the five of them, because obviously they all look the same. And they all look the same when they were younger. So she wanted to maintain that look when she was older, so she can still be recognizable out of the five of them.
Right.
Now remember, did you get up to the school school trip episode?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
When he was helping out with the test of courage.
I think I'm on that episode.
Okay. Well, what I want you to do is, if you do once you do watch the episode, pay attention to Miku's reaction when homeboy comes up and tries to scare them, because he's wearing a blonde wig.
Okay.
So there was some connotations of her reaction to him when he was in a blonde wig.
Okay.
It wasn't blatantly like a verbal response, but facial wise, it was a response that no other girl out of the five of them have done.
Right. I got you.
And the kicker is, the bride, the bride in that he ends up choosing, which you already kind of see in like a bunch of like the goddamn opening.
Mhm.
The way that the bride has her hands positioned,
Mhm.
Miku's the only one that has her hands out of the five of them in that kind of position normally as a default pose in a sense.
Mm.
So that's why I honestly think that even in the anime state that Miku is probably the one he chose.
Mhm.
But
I mean, she's also really. I mean, other than the eldest, she's
Ichige,
those two are Chica. They're really the only two that like show any real affection towards him.
yeah, this is true. This is also really true.
I mean, Futaba kind of, but she's
You mean Yotsuba?
Yotsuba. She quote unquote confessed to him, but we don't know if that was real and she was actually just
Yeah,
trying to hide it or like she was actually just fucking with him.
right. And then Nino as well. Nino's Nino.
Right.
But okay. There is also one theory out there that Jeff actually kind of put out there,
Mhm.
which it's somewhat believable, maybe to a degree.
Mhm.
Um, he thinks that in the end he married all of them.
He went harem route. No, I don't think it. They. I don't think. Well, you know what? They're
Cause
all about all for one, one for all kind of thing. So maybe.
yeah, and the thing is too, because okay, because well, John, did you know that people that the bride the bride will actually sometimes change out of her wedding dress to to a different wedding dress, like at least two changes in a wedding sometimes.
I actually did not know that.
Yeah, apparently it's a thing. I didn't think it was a thing either. But there was a scene in the last episode where like there were dresses lined up.
Mhm.
There were 10 exact dresses lined up, and they're all wedding dresses.
Mhm.
Now, given the thing with like changing twice, it's five of them, and well, obviously in the last episode you don't really see all of them because you're not that way you can't pinpoint who he married. But
Mhm.
what if he married all of them? Like he had a different wedding for each one of them.
Interesting. I don't know about that one though, Jomo. I
I
don't
know
know.
that one's up in the air, but it sort of makes somewhat it's kind of plausible in a sense, even if
It's
you want the harem
plausible, but
route.
not necessarily so based off his personality.
True,
Actually, based
true.
on his personality, he wouldn't have go. He wouldn't date any of them. But
I don't know. Well, he did like one of them.
no.
Oh, why do you think he has that picture with him though?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he did.
Yeah. Okay, he did meet up with one of them when they were younger. He just doesn't know that they're. Oh yeah, that's the thing too. We don't know if he knows that's them.
I mean, he doesn't.
Yeah, unless we're just perceived to think that way.
Right. That's also true. He might have remembered. Somehow I just didn't react. Oh fuck. He didn't react.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't know.
Um,
I
but
have to see.
taking off my tinfoil hat, I loved quintuplet.
It's
The
it's
quintuplet
really cute.
quintuplets. It's a good harem series. Like
Hmm.
it's like a Jarron said. It's simple. It gets straight to the point with a lot of the character motivations.
Hmm.
Um, and they all have big tits.
Yep. That you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, there's no out of out of the out of like the whole harem scenario. This is the only one where there's no lowly love interest.
Thank fucking Christ.
Never thought we'd see the day, Jarron.
Honestly, every single. Well, no, yeah, every single one that I can think of.
Yeah, even Shuffle, right?
Did Shuffle? Yeah, even Shuffle.
Wow.
Even though Primera was fucking adorable, she was not an option. She was no good for anything but head pets
To protect.
to protect.
Um.
Next up is Boogie Pop, but we already
Oh
talked
yeah.
about that.
Yeah. I mean that's not even done yet either. So.
Yeah, it's true. Did you watch A Date Alive?
No,
No.
honestly, I didn't. I see. Just like with Index, I gotta catch up on everything before that.
Yeah,
It's been years.
I haven't watched the second season either, so
There's a year. There's like a few years of gap
yeah.
for context, and I need to find time for that.
Though I did hear that a lot of fans are like speculating that the writers just kind of stopped caring
Oh really?
during
How
Data
so?
Live 3 because it's like the story quality dropped or something
Mm.
like that. I don't know. I'd
Oh.
have to watch it myself. I can't tell, but that's just what I heard on the grapevine.
I see.
Next up is Minaria Friends, which is Yuri Bait tease of the fucking year. God damn it.
Actually, that actually ended like a few weeks ago, didn't it?
Yeah, a few weeks ago because it's only 10 episodes. Fucking break my heart. But they ended up moving in together, so who knows? Maybe they'll fuck all goddamn. I don't know.
The fuck?
Well, because it was so damn Yuri bait. It fucking upset me. Like they
They
were
were
reacting in ways that they should not have as friends.
they were blue balling your heart.
They were blue balling my heart and my balls.
It's okay,
But
Jarron.
Gray is still best girl of the
That's a
season for me.
dragon, right?
Yep. Next up is the cat roommate. Uh, it's a cat. If you like cats, you'll like that anime. That's all I can say.
I didn't really watch that though.
I couldn't watch it because I didn't like the main character.
Isn't the main character the cat?
No,
No.
it's like they're like co-stars, I guess.
Oh.
But the writer, I just could not fucking stand. It's like,
Why?
I hate people because they're. I'm like, all right, we're done.
Was he an edgelord?
He's an edgelord. He's
Ah.
really fucking edgy. He's like, I don't like people because they're loud and they talk and they have feelings and stuff and whatnot. And I'm like, all right, you can chill out, homie. We're good. All right, talk about your trash.
So, next up on the list here is Wataten, or
Yeah.
An Angel Has Descended
Yeah.
Upon Me.
Yeah.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, it's a cute anime with cute
Yep.
girls doing cute things.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't I didn't realize this up until the last fucking episode.
Mm-hmm.
But, John, do you remember that one volleyball anime from way back when?
Volleyball.
Yeah, well, beach volleyball.
The one that came out 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, the one that had essentially no men in the entirety of that goddamn island. Um,
Yes, I think so.
well, I didn't realize this at the time until the last episode. But even in Wataten, there are no like men or boys ever drawn in the
Hmm.
anime. I don't know. That was a detail I just I had noticed.
Cute girls to the max.
Exactly.
No, there had to be some when they
No,
went to the mall.
no. It was all women, like the
Huh.
women shopkeep people, the default people that are walking around. They're all girls
Huh.
or women.
Interesting.
You know, it's one of those details that kind of it doesn't really break the immersion, but it's kind of weird when you
We know
when you
when they went
realize
to the
it.
school and the parents were sitting down. There had to be a
No,
father in there.
I checked. They're all mother. It was all mothers and the students.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, if someone commenting listening now can like tell me otherwise, but I did not see any of like any fathers or because even their teacher was a woman,
Right. Huh.
and like obviously the father we didn't see the fathers for any of the kids. It was all the
True. We didn't
mothers.
hear about their fathers either.
Exactly. So, I just found it to be a really like odd detail. I just happened to notice at the last episode. 'Cause I was like, wait, where's all the guys? Like, I thought this was a co-ed school, and then I looked in the audience, like, is there fathers? Like, no, there's all the mothers and all that. I'm like, oh, it's one of these kind of animes.
Right. Just exclude everybody, all the men. But that's fine.
Yeah, it's
We don't
fine.
need 'em.
It's cute girls doing cute things. The last episode was great. It was just, essentially, yeah. The last episode was like the first half of the episode was a play,
Mhm.
which, oh my god, it was Yuri bait.
Great.
The play was Yuri bait
Great.
because the play talked about an angel that
Mhm.
an angel that their jobs were to help people fall in love. It just happened that all the citizens were all women.
Mm-hmm.
And then the main angel, which was our girl Hinata,
Yeah.
she fell in love with a human person, which also happened to be a woman.
Yeah. All in grade school, by the way.
All, yes, and it was actually a really It was a really heartfelt play because it was one of those situations where like the angel fell in love with a human, told the head angel like, well, we'll have to give you a test to prove your love to her. So
Right.
I want you to cross the mountain on foot, and if you can find her and she'll accept your love, then you'll be happy forever. The thing is, by the time he got to her house, she didn't run into her. She ran into her granddaughter.
Mm. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So she was like
Oh,
generations too late. It was sad. But then she fell in love with the granddaughter. They lived together. They
right.
died
Even
together.
further pedophilia. Wow.
Not really. I mean,
Yeah, not
it,
really my ass.
still, but it was a big Yuri baited story, which is
Yeah,
interesting because
right.
like because one of the characters also said that their teacher was the one that wrote it was an original story, and their teacher was the
Mhm.
one that wrote is like, okay, so we're exploring all different kinds of love,
Right.
especially ones between girls.
Mhm.
So I was
But
like, yeah, okay, this is happening. But overall, what's a 10? It's one diabetic. No, actually, no. If I had to give it one word, Miane.
yeah. Mirane. Yep. Mhm.
If you don't know, if you guys don't know, if you have been watching the series, the entirety meme, the whole meme of the series is just, um, um, Miyako's little sister. She's known for essentially being overly
The
attached to
only
her.
child, actual child of the anime that
Yeah,
actually acts like a child.
exactly. Loud and obnoxious, and a child.
Yeah.
She's known to be very clingy to her sister, but she's always calling her out, like Miane and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And um, if I remember correctly, someone posted on the Facebook page that I follow that I think she said Miane like 200 and some times in like 12 episodes,
Jesus fucking Christ.
like as a collective. And I remember one of the episodes was like the longest. Like she said Miane a bunch of different fucking times in like one episode. I was like, but I wasn't bad. I wasn't upset about that. It was
Mhm.
adorable.
Right.
But overall, Watson is a cute series about a,
Pedophile.
well, essentially she wants to be friends, Jarron, with
Friends.
a great with her little
Mm,
sister's
mm,
friend.
right. Right.
Even
What
that
was
fluffy.
that? What was that closet scene, Jomel, when they were
Um,
playing hide and seek? What was that? What was that about?
there's a fluffy feeling that she
It
was
was that
having.
fluffy.
Uh, have friends, guys. Have friends your own age, guys, please.
Yep.
If if it comes to the point where your little sister is comforting you that that's fine, I'm your friend, we're all your friends, and they're all like 9, I think it's time to reevaluate yourself.
Yep. It is definitely time to read. Well, she has one stalker friend.
But that's it. That was not out of her free will.
That is true.
um, but yeah, overall, Waza 10 was a cute series. Definitely something. It was a laid back series. It
Hmm.
was one of my favorite Tuesday series. So just come home to the watch. I'm like, yeah, it's nice, bubbly, cute. 12 episodes done. It's based off of 4 manga, so you gotta
Right.
keep going with that. You know how those usually are. Those are pretty quick and to the point and kind of funny.
Right. But this one's about pedophiles.
Well, that and Yuri baiting.
Right. But speaking about exploiting underage characters, Ueno-san is clumsy is the title of this one. Talked about it before because I really like the art style of it, and when I first started watching it, I didn't know what to expect, but it's not etchy, it's etchy bait.
Like it kind of like it tries to be edgy, but it's
It
not.
tries to be etchy, but it's not,
Mm.
and it's literally about this girl named Ueno-san, her trying to confess her feelings or make her love interest Takana, who's the stereotypical dense ass love interest, literally couldn't understand that you confessed to him, even if you literally said, "Hey, I like you." He's like, "What? What do you mean? Do you like the? He's literally an idiot when it comes
He's
to
that
that.
guy.
He's that guy. He's literally that guy. Um, and she's like a super genius that can create basically magic science bullshit. And each episode's just kind of a what she make that day. Like for
Okay.
example, she made some spats or shorts that uh turn friction into energy to charge your phone.
Wait. So.
So she had him rub her thighs in order to charge the phone, but then he got too into it because he's like, "Oh yeah, that's cool. It really does charge the phone." Like he's genuinely interested in her inventions and shit, but he gets too into it sometimes.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's literally just a bunch of bullshit like that. It's funny enough, but it's still not. It's not. It's funny. That's all I can say. If you can push out the fact that that it's weird, which you can't and you shouldn't, and wasn't really able to.
Mhm.
It's a little uncomfortable, but it's like I don't even know I don't even know what to say. It was a weird anime, but it was fun.
I mean, you can watch it for yourself and come back to us with your complaints and or newly found fetishes. But
Please don't develop any for this.
thigh rubbing, that's to be a new thing, Jarron.
Right. Uh, but yeah, it was fun. Each episode was, I think what they were feature length. They're 15. Either feature length or 15 minutes. I don't remember. Um, but just a good all-fashioned invention of the day. How do I get this guy to fucking do something weird or tell him that I like her? Also, Ueno sounds really cute. She constantly tries to confess to him, but she gets too embarrassed, and it's fucking great. But outside of that, that's cute.
All right. Well, other than that, I haven't really dipped my feet into Index because that's still a fucking. I gotta read the Bible and a half to get to that story.
Right. Um, I did touch on two other animes here.
Oh, did you?
Yes. Uh, Maho Shoujo Toku Shusen
Oh,
Akusa.
I've been meaning to get into that. It looked
It's
interesting.
I watched the first couple episodes. It looks pretty promising. Again, take spinning the whole magical girl idea on its head.
Mm-hmm.
Really like it. Also, this is another one where most of everyone has big titties, so it's good. Um, so I'm looking to kind of fall into that. Also, don't watch season 2 of Kimono no Friends.
I mean, you just don't want the arts. You don't want the art style change, is it?
Look, I don't. One. All right, so I said it last episode. I watched the first season of Kimono no Friends. It was fine. It was cute. It was definitely meant for children to learn about animals and for people like me to fucking be like, oh, they're like they're animal girls, you know. Um, but the animation was shitty, the acting was shitty, but it was great because it was shitty, but you kind of fell in love with the fact that it was shitty, you know,
Like, ironically.
ironically. But then you fell in love with the fact that the main character was named Bag Chan, basically, or Kaban Chan, because she was just literally her name was Bag, and it was great. And you kind of got used to her plain main character ness, and then they want to thrust, kind of enough friends happened. It's not a sequel, it's a prequel, maybe, who knows? And it's a whole new character, a whole new art style. I'm like, no, fuck you. I grew with this. I grew. You can't throw me into another pile of shit. I live in the other one. Don't fuck with me.
Come on, John. It's part of the
No,
experience.
no, 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 no. You stay in one pile of shit, or you, nuh-uh. You can't migrate piles of shit.
You
You
can't
stay in one.
you can't mollify piles of
No,
shit.
no, you can't. You come to love it, or you hate all the others. But yeah, that's basically all the anime I've seen.
Yeah. Same with me. But but Jerome, we have to talk about the main series of the season. Get that JoJo in the mix.
That's
So
what I have to
guys,
say about that.
so we've been going out here for a bit now. It's like 1:42, close to
Yeah.
2 a.m. I have to go to work at 9 a.m. tomorrow. But
Ooh,
since I'm
fun.
gonna be a good boy, I'm gonna actually edit this episode after we're done recording because I'm trying to get back into the deadlines here because I'm bad.
Yep.
I've been doing better. We made the deadline last week. I made the deadline last week, so I want to do the same this week.
We're also gonna try to record earlier instead of
Yes,
Sunday night.
yes. Um, happy April Fools, everybody, and To my father who's not listening to the podcast, happy birthday to you, because it's your birthday. But I know he doesn't listen to my podcast.
It has to be awkward to be born on April 1st.
I know, right? Like your birth was a joke. Like I feel like that would be the only joke I would run with for like years on end until they get bored of it.
Oh yeah, no. Even if they get bored of it, it's the whole point.
Exactly. But yeah, we've been going on for a bit, guys. Now, as always, thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading us. We do our best to provide you the best and weeby content every week we can. And as always, my name is Jomel Socorro.
My name is Jarron Gaddis.
And we are the Wannabe Boo Podcast, bringing you the latest and greatest game anime news, reviews, and waifus for life.
Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll talk to you next time.